So for today's video, I just wanted to go ahead and take a look back at the last about 6 months of 2024, and I want to show you guys my favorite albums from this year, the ones that stood out to me the most. Most of these albums I reacted to over on my second channel if you haven't seen them already, unless the video is blocked, but let's go ahead and just kind of fire through each one of these. I really didn't write too many notes down for this video, and also I just want to say this video is not in any particular order or ranking. So towards the top of the year, 21 Savage came back with his first solo album in a while, American Dream. Lots of songs off here that I really like, you know, whether it's an R&B feature or just a rap feature with, you know, Lil Durk or 21 Savage. I really like 21 just doing some storytelling on some tracks and rapping over soul sample beats. He did a good job on this project. Probably not his best album, but definitely one of them. Of course, I have to mention We Don't Trust You, which was a phenomenal album and will be one of the top albums this year. I'll just tell you that right now. It really only has like one miss for me. It's Future and Metro just dominating this entire album. There's so many amazing tracks on here. It's the best Future in a long time in my opinion, and I might as well just follow it up by mentioning We Still Don't Trust You, which damn near is just as good. I'm honestly starting to think that this project is better. Yes, it's really long and it fits more on the R&B side. Metro complimented him really well on this side of the album. You get like the little mixtape thrown in there as like the deluxe, you know, last 7 tracks, which just, it goes hard and like sounds like a whole nother project on it. Future is just the GOAT, and it shows multiple different sides to him. You know, this year, this whole Future Metro thing that's been going on this year is just an absolute incredible run. Easily 2 of the top projects this year, and it's probably gonna stay like that. And then a kind of underrated project I feel like was Faye Webster's Underdressed at the Symphony. I haven't gone through her whole discography, but I actually really like this. Very chill, just very soft, you know, alternative music. Really good background music, good singing. Yachty had a weird collab on there, which kind of got me into this project, and Faye's really good, so I gotta check out more of her stuff. Eric DOA dropped his first project in a little while. It's just called DOA, and I thought he picked a lot of good tracks for this. He kept it really short, really fast paced, lots of hyper pop, you know, pop sounding stuff in there, and this is by far my favorite thing he's ever made. I think this is a big sleeper this year. I think a lot of people haven't checked this out, and I think Eric DOA absolutely cooked with this project. I'm gonna say it, I think Genre Sad Boy is a good project. I don't think it's like MGK or Trippy's best ever, but they're really good together, and I liked every song in here. You know, glad that they kept it short. There was lots of emo rap stuff on here. There was like acoustic stuff and sad boy type stuff, and it is what it is, man. I personally enjoyed this as a fan of both of them. All Is Yellow was a cool compilation project. I thought a lot of the features were really good. It was kind of crazy to see smaller artists all the way up to like Eminem, but of course there was so many incredible features and world building going on with all the music videos from Cole Bennett and Lyrical Lemonade and the whole Yellow Curtain and everything. I thought interesting collabs like Jack Harlow and Dave happened, and just a whole bunch of weird collabs. So I think this project was pretty fun for me. It's not even like the most crazy album of the year, but I've always enjoyed this project, man. And I guess kind of a similar lane of a collaborative, you know, big compilation type of project is the Concrete Boys It's Us Volume 1. Yachty putting on all of his newer artists and up and coming artists. Lots of saxophones and just very fresh sounding beats that sounded really good. Good chemistry on a lot of these tracks. Good performances throughout. Definitely wanted this project for a while, and I'm glad I got more songs from the newer artists that Yachty's been bringing out. This collective is awesome to me. And then the newer one I wanted to mention was Don Toliver putting out his best album, I think, with Hardstone Psycho. Kind of weird how he did like 4 to 5 different sides to this project. You get a lot of cool features in there and collaborations, but at the same time, let Don Toliver do his own thing and put out some of the better tracks this year and of his career. I felt like he really had a theme and he went for it a good majority of the time. Or you just get classic Don Toliver at times, man. It's a very consistent project. I pretty much like everything off of here. I've been listening to it a decent amount. I think a very underrated project in the underground this year was Molly Santana's self-titled album. I think the reason why I liked it so much was it just kind of got better as it went on, and towards the second half she kind of implements a lot of different pop tracks and kind of showed a little more diversity. Made me realize, you know, how good she is. I'm glad that I started tuning in like right before she dropped this project. Just lots and lots of fresh great tracks on here. Almost There by Tia Kareen is a shorter project I'll throw in this video because it just has a lot of bangers in there. Maybe there's like a couple I don't like, but there's a collab with Lil Tyler that's really underrated. Lots of catchy little songs in there. This is a very underrated project. I've had my eyes on her for a few months now. She's doing her thing. I think Gunna delivered once again and just brought back the vibes. It kind of sounded like a Wanna and a Gift and a Curse combined, and he dropped 20 tracks off on 101. Lots of replayable tracks out of here. Made me realize how much I really like Gunna. Kind of cool to just see Gunna get back to his flexing and braggadocious type stuff. It really doesn't have too deep of a meaning other than just sounding great, you know, this summer. 2093, and I'm gonna include, you know, the P2, the version with all of the tracks on there. I love this world that Yeat built. Finally, it's what I wanted him to always do. Techno influenced stuff and just nightcore almost type of bangers, and just so much heavy stuff on the theme and the production and the mixing. He just really went all out for this album. Playing as a character is really cool to see. This is easily one of the best albums this year. It's an experience in my opinion. I'd say this was probably Yeat's best album, most complete put together album yet. I'm saying F it, and I'm throwing Ian Valedictorian on here. This was his first little mixtape project, and yeah, sure, it gets a little repetitive sometimes, like the sound that he's going for, but it has some of his come up hits on it. I think Ian's been really fun to watch, whether you like him or not, and I think Ian is acting like himself, acting like, you know, that white boy and whatnot, and I don't really think he's like doing anything wrong other than putting out fun music to me. So this has been in rotation. A bit of a mad one by Glaive. I guess this is kind of like technically an EP and whatnot. I'm gonna throw some of that small stuff in here that needs a mention just because this is another really good Glaive project in my opinion. Of course, it's like super quick and it's like 14 minutes, but you have some of the best Glaive songs ever. I've just been a huge Glaive fan, and I like that he kind of went back to like hyper pop type of stuff and started to change his sound again going into 2024. Then I wanted to mention Ian Dior's Blind EP. Pretty much loved every song off of this. The best Ian music I feel like in a while. You know, he's like not on a label or anything anymore, so this is kind of a new chapter for him. Lots of fresh pop and pop punk sounding stuff on here, which is a lane I like from Ian Dior. Been a big fan of him since the start of his career. And then I wanted to mention Olivia Rodrigo's Guts Spilled Deluxe. There's like 4 or 5 songs on there I liked. You know, Guts came out last year. I thought it was a good project. This made it even better, and she dropped that a few months ago, and it definitely needs a mention because the songs from this deluxe that I've been playing, honestly, some of my favorite songs she's ever made has come from this deluxe. And then I definitely have to give a huge mention to Billie Eilish's Hit Me Hard and Soft album. I did not know that she was this good. She really made a crazy experience, I'm not gonna lie. Definitely really can sing. I mean, of course it's gonna be slower at times or more emo and gonna be that kind of stereotypical Billie Eilish. I didn't mind her songwriting on here, and just lots of very enjoyable tracks, and I really didn't expect myself to like it this much, but like I said, a real experience. She wowed me. And then one of the newer ones that just came out is Ski Mask 11th Dimension. We waited on it for a very long time. It had a lot of fun beats on it, a lot of fun tracks on there. It's been in rotation, and you know what, man, I'm not gonna complain about new Ski Mask music. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I just kind of wanted to go through some of my favorite projects this year. Let me know in the comments down below. What have you guys been bumping this year, or even just recently? We'll make a video at the end of the year, of course. We have a Twitter, Instagram. Go follow me there, second channel. Other than that, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys soon. Peace.